pull card for this is the situation that you're going to um, encounter for the next 2 weeks. We're going to pull card on challenges for the next 2 weeks. Okay, we have here the King of Cups. So for Aquarius, which the situation for this 2 weeks, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so what I feel for Aquarius is that parang you're giving an ultimatum on something. There's an ultimatum. It's like this is going to happen. There's not going to be at least that's how you're going to feel, right? There's nobody, no one or nothing can stand in your way anymore. So that's how I feel it. Even though I feel that you want to be, like decisive about it, about things in this 2 week period, I still feel that there are blockages, no? Parang minor lang naman. Hindi naman siya ganun ka. And these blockages, the way you're approaching this is, first of all, nahahati attention mo. Okay? Nahahati attention. Secondly, parang you're approaching this on a more emotional space. Whereas you used to approach things, or at least that's how you want to approach things, in a more in a mental space, in an intellectual space. Okay, but this time you're approaching it differently. You're kind of soft about it. So the way it's affecting your situation is that it's not moving. You are experiencing blockage, okay, with regards to moving forward, moving on. For example, you need to make a decision about something. Something is stopping you, and that something is yourself, okay? How you approach things. Even though there are external factors, of course, it's how you approach it that's causing the ultimately the delay in whatever you want to accomplish or want to happen. How you're going to move forward is you need to be, you know, you need to set your priorities. That's what I said. You need to set the priorities. And also you need to compartmentalize situations with regards to how you're going to approach them. Now, there are situations that you need to approach, from the heart space, meaning as emotionally, more emotionally. Whereas there are situations that you need to approach in a more intellectual space, or like emotionless. You don't put too much emotion in it. And I feel, Aquarius, that this is that moment that you need to detach yourself from whatever it is that you are trying to do, okay, trying to happen, manifesting to happen. You need to detach yourself as far as emotions is concerned, because that's preventing you to move forward. Okay, it's not a bad thing, but that is what is required of you um, for the next 2 weeks at least. Okay, and I think this is something major. I think this is something major because it feels like there's a passing of chapter here. That's what I sense. Like you're coming from here and then you're going from here. So there's like a lifting of page. That's what I sense. So yeah. Okay, let's clarify some more. Yeah, I really feel that there's a blockage here. You also you also don't it's possible that something or somebody is, citing their opinions about how you do things, how you move forward. I I feel that you are better off um listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, because for me, this card also signifies your intuition. Your intuition. You are connecting to your higher self here. You need to connect to your higher self, okay? And this, whatever this is, this looks, this looks like this is going to make your burden or your responsibility or your task easier at first glance, okay? Like probably this is also a promise that they will take care of you or give you that boost, okay? But in truth, it's okay. I'm not saying that whoever this energy represents, is really meaning, there's a negative intention. No, probably they really want to help. It's just that sometimes this help is enabling you not to rely on your own strength, okay, and not to rely on your own intuition, not to rely on your higher self, okay, what your higher self is telling you to do. So that's why it's better that you rely on your own, because your intuition is really telling you something, or it's going to tell you something on how to move forward for the next 2 weeks or so. Okay. So yeah. Um there's some, like clouded judgment going around. It could be yours, okay, or it could be someone else's, pero it's like you're considering whatever they're telling you. And just to warn you also, or just advise you, the party is advising you that um this you know that's why you need to rely on yourself, because some others opinions may be influenced by, some sort of, they have this biases, based on their experience or based on their bad experience, and they're not your experience. So it's better that you rely on yourself. Okay, you are the best judge for your situation. Okay, so sorry, I picked this for the clarification for this one. See, it's really telling that there is, like a major shift coming around quite soon. This is, of course, the tower card means it is inevitable. It could be inevitable, but you also, okay, you need not, okay, don't persist. First of all, don't persist. It is it is not a scary transition if it is a transition, but definitely there's going to be change from as I mentioned, from this stage to the next stage. It's going to be a transition. You'll be catapulted actually to something higher. It could be your higher purpose, or it could also be a position that is much better than where you are now. Okay, it could also mean a knowing, you're going to develop or nurture a knowing within you that will guide you in your next steps. Depends on how you're going to interpret it based on your situation, okay? So that's what I'm getting here. Okay, let me see some more. Yeah, there's just external influences around you that you need to stay away from for a bit, for a while, and listen to your intuition really, because it's telling you something, both of which I feel are hinting at the strength of your intuition, of your own judgment. Okay, you have your own judgment. If you already have a decision and you're putting it off because you are considering someone else's opinions, better to listen to your own. Better to listen and take accountability of whatever the outcome is. Okay, you you know what is good or bad and what is right for you, right or wrong for you, what is best for you. Don't allow, according to this card, the card is advice, don't allow other people to, you know, what's this? Outshine you or disable your power. Okay? Because I feel that someone is taking your power, or taking your power to decide. Okay, so you're being influenced. Someone wants to influence you to make another decision or to act a certain way that you may not be comfortable with, actually. So you see, your intuition, one of the signs that your intuition is telling you not to act on something is when you feel uncomfortable. Okay, so that's a signal to you. When you don't feel uncomfortable, just don't do it. Okay? Or at least, reconsider your situation. Okay, so what we have here is the King of Cups for where am I? The challenge. But these two cards are already challenging, but we have the King of Cups upright for your challenge card. Okay. Okay, so what I sense here, Aquarius, is you will be taken away from your path. Okay, it's like something is going to take you away from the path that you are treading on. Someone someone who is like flexing their power on you. It could be a boss, it could be your spouse, it could be a family member or from your community. Could be, like a politician or a member of the clergy, something like that. Kind of, there's a power, okay? There's a power. Or maybe you feel that there's a power play in the situation. Okay. And then you might be asked or you might be pushed to a certain direction which you will not be comfortable to take or go. Okay, so Aquarius, be wary of false promises. Read the fine prints if it's a contract. Ask questions if you are being engaged to a discussion, okay, or a proposal if somebody's presenting your proposal. So Um, ask questions, okay? Ask questions. There's a sense here of someone giving you false promise. They're talking big, okay, like a larger than life kind of image that I'm sensing. So be wary of that. Okay, this person or this energy is not really uh, intending ill, okay, or bad, but what I feel now is that there's a self-serving kind of energy here. It could also be you doing this to another person, okay? But most likely it's someone else, an external. But you know, it's not too external because it feels like they are within your midst. That's the reason why I said that it could be you because it's that what's this? It's very attached to you, you know, it's like it's just around you, hovering around you, this energy. Okay, so what's the advice of the card for this, Aquarius? Let's see. You have the Page of Pentacles upright. So, okay, what I sense here, Aquarius, is that you will be able to deflect this, even though you might feel at the onset that the situation is happening. You might feel overpowered or below this energy. Okay, but the card is telling you that you are able to deflect the power of this energy. Okay, you will not be overpowered at least. Okay? When you say deflect, di ba, like haharangin mo siya or babalik mo sa kanya. No, it's not karma, but it's it's not being over it's not being overpowered by someone else. It could be that you're going to realize the situation in time as long as you listen to your intuition. That's why I want to emphasize that you need to listen to your intuition because your intuition is really going to tell something. Now, how are you going to listen to your intuition is you need to, you know, like just be still. For example, you're confused or you're thinking of something, just be still and focus on your question. Also, before you sleep, maybe you can also post your question and then sleep on your question. And hopefully you'll get the answer when you wake up. Yeah, okay, so this card is saying that you'll be able to deflect the power of this strong energy here, a self-serving energy. But overall, Aquarius, what I feel is you really need to rely on your own strength for the next 2 weeks. There's not going to be an advice that is better than your own. There's not going to be help that is better than assisting yourself. Okay. So that's all for now, Aquarius. Good luck. Good luck for the next 2 weeks.